Hey guys, it's Hallie and Lauren. We're the Mile High Property Sisters, and today I'm going to go over an in-depth video of an overall kind of map tour of the Denver metro area. We're going to go over different suburbs, different neighborhoods, highways, kind of major things that places are known for, and a little bit about the housing options in each of these areas. So if you're thinking of moving to Denver, or you want just like an overview, you've never been here before, this video is for you.
Yep. We are licensed real estate agents in the state of Colorado. Feel free to reach out to us, by text, by phone, any questions, concerns, comments.
Yes.
We're always available to help you, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Yes. Hey everyone, so this is just going to be an overview of the Denver metro area, where our major suburbs are, major highways, and kind of what they're known for. If you're thinking about moving here, this might help you get your bearings a little bit and learn where everything is. So to start, Denver is here in the center, as you can see. This is north, this is east towards the plains, this is south going towards Castle Rock. I would say Castle Rock is our southernmost suburb of Denver. And then west, of course, is the mountains. And you can tell the difference in the topography right along here. This is where the mountains really start, right along that line. The northernmost, you could say Longmont, but Longmont is on it, like it's really up here. I would say Boulder, Broomfield are like the northernmost suburbs, and Boulder is really not considered part of the metro area. It's its own separate 25 square miles surrounded by reality. It's its own thing. But probably Broomfield this area is like the northernmost part of the metro area. Broomfield and Thornton is right here. Westminster is right here, are some of the other big ones. Aurora is actually like all like this almost. It is the second biggest city most in population in Denver, or in Colorado, So Aurora and Denver. Littleton is a really popular southern suburb. It's where I live now. Highlands Ranch is here. I don't know why it's not labeled. Evergreen, is the Beverly Hills of the mountain towns. Conifers over here. Bailey's back here, and then you got your ski towns up here, Breckenridge, Vail, all that. But these are up I-70, really not part of the Denver metro area, just getting you acquainted with things. So that's the overview, as you can see. So for southern suburbs, you have Parker, Castle Rock, and again, Highlands Ranch is here, but it's not on this map. Lone Tree is here. Eastern suburbs, you really have Aurora, and Centennial does have parts that like go out to here. So it's kind of a southern or eastern suburb, but really Aurora is your eastern suburb. Brighton, I guess, is an northeastern suburb, and Thornton is around here as an eastern suburb as well, but it's really northern. Aurora is east, Parker is east, and then these are north. These are west. Okay, so major highways. So you have I-25, which is right here, which is our major highway that runs north and south. It runs all across the state, and it will actually take you from Fort Collins all the way through down to Colorado Springs and Pueblo and into New Mexico. So that's I-25. It is a major mess basically all the time right through the Denver area. That part, traffic city all the time. Terrible. The other major highway is I-70, which everyone hears about. This is the one that goes east and west through the mountains. So starting about here is where it gets really steep and starts going into the mountains and is scary when there's snow. People don't know how to drive on it. It closes all the time. It's a great time. And then it goes east, kind of to the north, but fairly close to downtown Denver's, like right here, the Highlands. So it goes east all the way out to Kansas. This right here is the airport. That's the airport. It's way away from Denver. With traffic, it's a long drive. It's probably, with traffic, it's like it can take you 45 minutes to get out there. It's very silly. And then your last major highway, this one that goes around the Denver metro area. So it's actually C470 along here. It's C470. It's not a toll road until you get to right here. So that section of it, not a toll road. It's just a highway that kind of goes around. Right here, it does turn into E470. And then if you're driving out and on here, you will be charged. And they have some pretty fancy technology that knows it's you and will send you a bill. So it goes along here, all the way north to almost to Boulder. And it's great because it's a great way to get to the airport from the southern parts of town and avoid all the traffic that's kind of in the center of Denver. But again, it does cost you. I-225, this is a major highway that runs, the tech center is kind of in this area over here. So it is a major highway that runs up to North Aurora and to I-70. It's almost always congested. There's a lot of traffic on there. And then the other one is 270, just like right along here. And then it turns into Highway 36, which is the Denver-Boulder Turnpike. So it takes you from Denver to Boulder, obviously. It does have an express lane. There's a lot of traffic on it as well. And this is I-76, which will take you northeast to Brighton, further up to Hudson, going up that way. So those are the major highways. 6th Avenue, I guess, is a major highway that goes straight into Denver from C470 west, and then it kind of ends at I-25, or it turns into a one-way, and then is not a highway anymore. So those are the major roadways here in the Denver metro. Okay, now let's talk about where and what some of these suburbs look like. So Denver, actually the city lines go like this, all the way out to the airport, parts of neighborhoods, Green Valley Ranch, Montbello. Park Hill is a really popular downtown neighborhood. Cherry Creek. Glendale is technically its own little area. But as you can see, it's a real weird shape. It even goes south basically into Littleton, around Inglewood, and borders Aurora to the east. So that is Denver. And Aurora, the second biggest suburb, is like this. It goes way, way out east and parts down south. And again, it's kind of funky because, as you can see, there, like, Aurora is here, but it skips this section, which is Centennial, has Centennial addresses, which is sandwiched in between Aurora sections. I don't know who made these things up. It's confusing to even me, a native, but that's how it is. Okay, Inglewood is Denver's first suburb. So you have a lot of older homes, but really cute. They have a lot of character. They're on bigger lots with mature trees. You typically have no HOAs. I really like Inglewood. They have a lot of different houses, styles to choose from. No cookie cutter. There's no cookie cutter anything in Inglewood, which I think is kind of cool. Then you have Lakewood right here. Lakewood is full of parks. You have Green Mountain, which is this area here, and Bear Creek Lake Park is one of the biggest parks in the metro area. Like I said, this is Green Mountain for hiking, mountain biking, horseback riding. Lakewood's a really very popular suburb, going to be more expensive in terms of home prices, but basically goes from C470 to where it meets for, this is Sheridan Boulevard, and then this is Denver. So it goes along that way. Another popular one is Golden, which is northwest. It's a bit of a smaller suburb, but probably one of the more expensive ones as well. Golden has a lot of history. It actually used to be the capital of Colorado before and don't ask me why. They moved it to Denver. Don't ask me when. I just know it used to be the capital. But there's a lot to do in Golden and a lot of cool Colorado history in Golden. Smaller, less affordable, because it is right up against the mountains. And then you have Arvada. Arvada is big. It stretches all the way out here and east. And then Westminster is also one of our bigger suburbs, as you can see. Broomfield. Broomfield is its own town and county. Superior is a great area that's really growing a lot. It's kind of a small area right now, but they're growing. There's a lot of new builds going on. It's really growing very fast. And then you have Boulder, which is up here, this whole area. Louisville is another northern, really cute suburb right across from Superior, divided by Highway 36. So to the north, you have Louisville. To the south, you have Superior. And then a little further over, you also have Lafayette, another suburb, northern suburb. North Glen, smaller suburb in between Westminster and Thornton. And there's Thornton. Thornton's a pretty big one as well. It stretches really far north and up past E470, almost to Brighton. Brighton's a great there's a lot of lakes in Brighton, so if you are a water person, the water is very few and far between in Colorado. We don't have a lot of it, but water, go up north towards Brighton, Henderson, if you want access to boating and lakes. Okay, Commerce City, this is a good one. So Commerce City is right here. This is the old part of Commerce City. It's very industrial. There's industrial neighborhoods here, and it is much, much different from Reunion, the Reunion part of Commerce City. Now, all the homes up here actually still have Commerce City addresses, but if it's in Reunion, a lot of these homes are new build homes, big homes. It's their like master plan communities, kind of a lot like the Highlands Ranch area or Parker, and is very, very different from this part of Commerce City. So if you've seen this part of Commerce City, it's not for everyone, but don't rule out all of Commerce City, because this part of it is very different, and it's actually separated by the Rocky Mountain Arsenal National Wildlife Refuge. This is a big area of town. It's a wildlife refuge. It can't ever be built on, and there's some little walking trails, but most of it you can't walk on it or do anything on it. It's just open space in the middle of the city. So it's a very different feel from this section of Commerce City. It should honestly be named something else because it is so different. It's confusing to people. Again, out here is the airport, right here. And it is far away. So one thing to note about Denver is if you're looking to move here, if you have a job where you commute a lot to the airport, it's not easy to get to. So this is the airport. Again, this white section out here is the airport. From where I am out here in Littleton, I take the toll road again, but it still takes like 45 minutes, even with no traffic on the toll road. It's far. It's way, way out there. Really from anywhere. From Aurora, it's better to get to, or Parker is better to get to. It's probably only 20 minutes on the toll road from Parker. But anywhere on the west side, especially like if you're coming from Golden, Arvada, Westminster, you're gonna have more traffic. Right here along I-70 is always traffic city. You can't, from Boulder, I would again take the toll road to get there, which is better. But it's a commute from really no matter, unless you're living out here in Green Valley Ranch, which is right next to the airport, or actually like the Reunion area I was just talking about. It's far out there. So definitely consider that in somewhere, if you go there a lot, where you want to live. They say that people's overall happiness, their commute plays a big part in their overall happiness. People who have longer daily commutes have less life satisfaction than people who have shorter commutes. So really I always tell my clients that pick somewhere where you're going to have the shortest commute, even if it's an uglier house or whatever it is. If you have a shorter commute, you're going to be happier in the long run overall. Some other things to know about the Denver area. If you're moving here to be by the mountains, to ski, snowboard, do all those fun things, I-70 is a madhouse on Saturday and Sunday mornings going up to skiing. And actually, it's even in the summertime. On the weekends, it sucks. They're doing construction right up here, like through past Evergreen and all the way to Idaho, past Idaho Springs, all the way up to like Georgetown and the Eisenhower Tunnel can be traffic. So I would recommend, or if that's a big thing for you and that's why you're moving here, to pick somewhere on the west side of town. And we say west side of town. So this is I-25 again. West, when I say west, it's anything west of I-25 versus east of I-25. It's just a good point to, traffic wise and all that. Getting through downtown is a mess. So if you're on the west side, you're going to have a lot less traffic to get up into the mountains and do all those mountain activities that you like to do. If you are looking to be near the mountains, but not in the mountains, here's some of the best. Lakewood is a great suburb, again, because it has parks, Green Mountain and Bear Creek Lake Park, plus it's literally right here at the foothills of the mountains. You have probably 15 different open space parks with miles of hiking, biking trails, like real hiking trails, like right outside your front door. So Lakewood is great. Morrison is another really great suburb, tiny suburb right along the Front Range. We call this the Front Range. Littleton, again, all of this is actually Littleton. Columbine is a neighborhood. Ken Carroll is a neighborhood. Dakota Ridge is a neighborhood, but all of this is Littleton. And this out here is actually Roxborough. Oh, it says it down here. Roxborough State Park is down there, but this neighborhood, there's a lot of newer homes out there. They're a little bit cheaper. This is Wadsworth, and there's only there's only one major way in and out for a lot of homes back here. So homes are cheaper back there, and they are right in the foothills, right by the mountains, which is great, but accessibility-wise, not so great. Then Highlands Ranch, again, is also great. It's pretty easy access to the mountains, and Highlands Ranch has a ton of parks and trails all on their own. That's just how they were built. So Highlands Ranch is a good one. Golden, of course, another great suburb with a ton of parks, things like that. Wheat Ridge is pretty accessible. Arvada up to the north. And again, these are suburbs for outdoor recreation. So suburbs for summary. Boulder, of course. Superior is great. Broomfield's okay. It's a little bit east. If you're moving here for work, major work hubs, again, the airport, which is here, but also downtown, of course. So anywhere around here. Where you're going to want to stay is, Wheat Ridge is great. Edgewater's, a downtown neighborhood. It's a nice area. It's in what we call the Denver Highlands. They have some more upscale homes, but it has an urban feeling. There's been a lot of gentrification in the Edgewater area and around Sloan's Lake. So if you're looking for downtown neighborhoods, Sloan's Lake is very popular. Like I said, the Highlands. Sunnyside is one of our most popular downtown neighborhoods. Then you've got Park Hill. They have some of the really large, older homes in the Park Hill area up here north of the zoo. So it's a very popular, more kind of upscale area. Cap Hill is also a great downtown neighborhood. And then to the south, it's not really a downtown neighborhood, it's its own neighborhood, but Wash Park is probably one of the most popular, loved urban neighborhoods, is the area of Wash Park. So those are our most popular downtown neighborhoods. Again, if you want to be in town. Fun fact about Glendale. Glendale is the only city in Colorado where there is a bar, gentleman's club, that serves alcohol until 4 a.m. Everywhere else in all of Denver, you can't serve alcohol past 2, but Glendale, you go to a place called Shotgun Willie's, you can drink alcohol till 4. It's kind of an upscale neighborhood. There's a lot to do there. It's right by Cherry Creek, which is, of course, Cherry Creek and Greenwood Village are probably the Cherry Hills Village, actually, I should say, which is south, are like the Beverly Hills of Denver. And let me show you in talks of affordability. And so here's a good overview for, as realtors, are not allowed to tell you like what's a good neighborhood versus a bad neighborhood. There are pros and cons to all neighborhoods in the Denver metro area, and it really depends on what is right for you. So we can tell you to look up crime statistics in certain places and things like that. But what I can do is I can show you where the highest concentration of expensive homes are, which will tell you a lot. So this is our actual MLS, and these are active listings that are 1.5 million or higher. And as you can see in the Denver, this area includes Cherry Creek, Greenwood Village, there's 361. Up here out by Golden, we have 57. Up here in Evergreen, Morrison, we have 64. Conifer, we have 31. Over here, this is parts of Highlands Ranch, mostly Littleton. You have 75. Lone Tree, Centennial, we have 42. As you can see out here in Aurora, there's not really a lot because Aurora is one of our most affordable suburbs. Let's zoom in a little so we can see better. All right, so again, we have Greenwood Village. This is Glendale, Cherry Creek. You have some of your really expensive homes downtown, Park Hill or Cap Hill, parts of Inglewood, again, Littleton, Greenwood Village, Lone Tree, Highlands Ranch. We have some in the heart of Littleton. We have a lot of higher priced homes going down. Castle Pines is one of our luxury suburbs. Not as many in Castle Rock, but definitely out here by the Pinery is a very upscale neighborhood. East in Parker, we have a lot. This again is Roxborough Park out here. And then you have some dotted along in the mountains. This is, again, the Conifer area into Evergreen. All along here, these are real mountain homes. Of course, they're going to be more expensive. This is all considered Evergreen, Genesee. We have a lot of homes there and a lot of homes right around downtown. Again, this is the Highlands. The Highlands is a more expensive downtown area. Lakewood is dotted with some luxury homes, but you have a lot up in here towards Golden and in West Wheat Ridge. Arvada has some. Boulder has a lot. Boulder is actually, I heard, has Southern California prices. Things are very, very expensive in Boulder. Louisville, Superior, and there's even some in Broomfield and Northwest Minster. There's newer homes going up here. And then, as you can see, there's just less luxury homes for sale on the east side of town. So areas of Thornton, North Glen, the lower part of Commerce City. There's a couple right by the Wildlife Refuge. But Montvelo, there's not a lot. Green Valley Ranch, there's not a lot. Aurora, not a lot. So that gives you a pretty good overview of, where the most upscale homes are. Okay, and I'm going to show you just a couple homes that you can get what $1 million gets you on one side of town versus the other. So the first one is this house in Lakewood. It is right here, right by C470 in the Solterra neighborhood. Listed 40 days. It's a ranch style home built in 2023. So it's almost brand new. You got 4,000 square feet. Let's take a look. You do have mountain views. It's a newer neighborhood, so homes are very close together. You have small yards and not a lot of mature trees. But Solterra is a really nice neighborhood. They have a very nice pool. And again, you have the mountains right there You can mountain bike and all kinds of outdoor activities right outside your door. Again, small yard as you can see, but awesome views. You got the Red Rocks Amphitheater right outside your door. That's Green Mountain. And you do get a nice new brand new home with all the, upgrades of a brand, everything you'd expect in a new home. Nice kitchen, either KitchenAid appliances, which are kind of a higher end. Got quartz countertops, large doors, high ceilings, luxury engineered hardwood floors, barn doors, upgraded bathrooms, the works. And this is a ranch floor plan with a finished basement. So 4,000 square feet, good size house, $1 million. Great location. All right, and then let me show you what you can get downtown in one of these popular neighborhoods for about $1 million. Let's see. This one's probably a good one. This is a little more, 1.125. So for $100,000 more, you can get a single family house built in 1945. It is only 1,600 square feet instead of 4,000. It does have 6 bedrooms though. Oh, and this one actually has an ADU, so that's kind of cool. Again, smaller. So, but it has been renovated. Looks nice. 3-car garage, which is actually a big deal. And again, this has an ADU. So an ADU is an accessory dwelling unit, so you can rent it out. This is the ADU. 2-bedroom ADU with bathroom, again, fully renovated because this is built in the 40s. This is the apartment that you can rent out. And you could honestly, where this is, you could easily rent this out for $2,500. Maybe it has a garage, so maybe even close to higher, like $3,000 or more. Oh, and it has a yard. I don't know, can't tell if it's a shared yard. It looks like it's a shared yard, but still a yard. And then this is the main house. So again, everything upgraded, new paint, new bathrooms, new flooring, new lighting. This is what 1.125 gets you. Small kitchen, that's all right. You're downtown, so you're not gonna get, big. But nice house. You got garage, which is rare for downtown, and you have yards. So that's what 1.25 gets you. So the ADU is 624 square feet. So that means you have about 1,000 square feet of living space, but a lot of income potential, which is becoming really popular in the Denver metro. And what's cool about these ADU units is you can actually use the income that you would get towards your loan. So you can use, like if you get $3,000 for rent, you can put that on your loan. Okay, and lastly, let's go out to Talon's Reach, which is a very upscale neighborhood of Southeast Aurora. And let me show you what you can get for $1 million out here. So 1.1, let's take a look. 3-car garage, built in 2019, 4,500 square feet. There it is. So it's a big house. Again, it's a newer neighborhood, so a smaller yard, but bigger than the West Side one. And as you can see, the difference in views. So nice views, backs to some open space, but you can't really see the mountains from there. Updated kitchen, updated bathrooms, look a little cluttered, but nice basement, high ceilings, covered deck, and again, you can just see the difference in the landscape. Nice shower, nice bathroom. Big laundry room. Nice big kitchen, nice big island. Nice house. It's also a ranch with a walkout basement. All right, so I hope that video was helpful. Like I said, it's just kind of a general overview of everything. If you've been to Denver or you live here, it's probably not that helpful because you already know all these things.
Hey, maybe you learned something.
Yeah. But we are Colorado natives, so if you're not from here, we'd love to help you with your move, and hope to hear from you soon.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.